Tim. Before I pass it over across to the media, Tim, I suppose, can you just give me a general overview from your perspective as captain on that second T20?
Yeah, I think the start we got off to, I think outside of probably the first 6 overs with the bat, I think India were the better side. The way they bounced back with the ball and put us under pressure, and then with the bat, they came out and played in an aggressive manner, and we were never able to take the wickets throughout to slow the run rate down.
I suppose one potential aspect you might take some, heart from is you've been able to keep the games and take them as deep as you can. What did you sort of make of the bowling performance and trying to take that game as deep as you could? Yeah,
obviously you try and take it as deep as you can and try and just take it to the late as possible in the innings. We weren't able to take it as deep as we would have liked, but I think take those wickets. We probably needed to take early wickets, put them under pressure, and then continue to take the wickets throughout the innings.
And just, you mentioned the dew earlier. Can you give us how was that to sort of contend with? I suppose you expected it, but how did you go about sort of trying to overcome that?
Yeah, it was heavy dew throughout the whole night. There was dew already in the warm-up, so it played a factor for both sides. It did get a little bit worse as the game went on, but we knew it was going to be the case. I just don't think we adapted to the surface as well as we could have. And like I say, we didn't take those early wickets to create enough pressure, drive that run rate up. Credit to India, they outplayed us today.
Your own performance, you finished with 3 for 16, which considering the context of the match and the other bowlers is really impressive. What did you decide to, I suppose, what were your tactics bowling on that wicket to get success?
It's I think watching the way the Indian boys bowled, saw that cutters and into the wicket were tough to hit towards the end of our innings. So for me, it was about just trying to replicate what they did, which looked hard during our innings. It was tough for our spinners to get a good grip on the ball. I think like I said, India were just too good tonight.
And just finally from me, before I pass it across to Saurabh Samani, how does the team go about, I suppose, dusting yourselves off for the third game here? It's been quite a full-on schedule, obviously off the back of the T20 World Cup, but I suppose what's the challenge like to go and get yourself up for the final one?
Yeah, it's been a hectic schedule for not only this, but obviously on the back of the T20 World Cup. But the guys have got one last push. A number of guys going home after this next game, so hopefully we can finish the tour on a high. It's another opportunity to represent your country, so I don't think you need any extra motivation to get yourself up. It's a great place to play cricket. Come in here tonight in front of a full house. It's just an amazing place to play. So I'm sure the guys will be able to get up and hopefully finish the tour on a high.
Well said, and thank you, Tim. I'll pass it across now to Saurabh Samani.
Thanks. Hi, Tim. You touched on the dew a little bit when you were answering the earlier question. I just wanted to ask, how do you go about preparing to bowl with such heavy dew? Apart from just maybe wetting the ball, what else is there to do to prepare to bowl with the dew?
It's tough. You can obviously train with a wet ball. We haven't had a lot of training with the nature of this series being so close together. It's play, travel day, play again. So there's not a lot of training. So I think guys just have to find a way. You've got to adapt. The dew's there. We know the dew was there. We turned to the ground this evening and there was already dew on the ground during warm-up. So it's just something you have to adapt to. It's obviously not going away. So as players, you just have to find a way that's from a bowling point of view, it's going to be hard to hit. And with that in mind, you still obviously got to bowl your best ball, which you feel you can bowl with a wet ball.
And Tim, a question that's come through from someone whose microphone's not working. It's sort of, I suppose, similar around the dew factor, but is there anything extra they're sort of saying that bowlers could do around preparing outside of games and what other experience you've had in the past with trying to overcome it?
No, I think other than obviously if you're training under lights and you have the ability to wet a ball, I don't think there's any other way that you can do it. Try and dry the ball as much as you can, but we knew dew was going to be a factor playing India at this time of year, so I'm sure it'll play a factor in the next game as well. So that's something you just got to get your head around and try and adapt to.
Thank you. We'll go to Cric-View Media next.
Yeah, do you think the toss plays a crucial factor when you have to bowl in dew conditions?
Yeah, I guess usually when the dew comes in, it does tend to come in the second innings. But today, I think there was like I said, there was dew during warm up, so it played a factor for both sides. It was definitely dew in the first innings. Yes, it may have got a little bit worse in the second innings, but there was still dew for both sides. So not as much of a factor, I don't think, as what it does when it tends to come in later in the game and affect the side bowling second more often. But tonight, there was dew. Well, India were bowling as well, but yeah, we just weren't able to adapt as well as we would have liked.
Cool. And last question from Jigar Mita.
Hey, hi Tim, Jigar here from First Post. I just wanted to know your thoughts on Harshal Patel. Basically, was on debut and bowled really well, got the man of the match. So, what did you make of him as a bowler and his performance in this match?
Yeah, Harsh is a player that's been around for a while now, so he knows his game. He's obviously coming off the back of an outstanding IPL leading wicket taker. So he's obviously full of confidence, and it was great to see him come out and be able to carry on that form. It's always nice to see people do well on their debut, and I'm sure he'll play a lot more for India over the coming years as well.
Cool, thanks very much. And just final one for me to wrap up, Tim. You were spotted down this morning training with the test team as well with the red ball in hand. Can you give us an idea how you've been, I suppose, preparing for that series as well in the context of playing in this T20 series?
Yeah, I think just the nature of the tour being so tight, there's not a lot of time for training. So on the back of a heavy white ball period, it's nice to come down this morning and have a bowl with the red ball. Not only, well, for us, it's about adapting to a different ball. You play with an SG here in India, so it's just trying to maximise the time we have. Obviously playing at night, you've got plenty of time during the day, so it's nice to get down and have a run around with the test guys and get the red ball in the hand as well.
Stay in that.